Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Ohayocon 2020, and I'm with my good pal, Mr. Jewell. How you doing?
I am doing all right. Everything's going well so far.
Alrighty, so it's been a year since the last time you and I got the chance to talk. It was at Ohayocon 2019. How you been?
I have been busy. Very, very busy. But other than that, fairly well.
Good. Now, last time we talked, you couldn't reveal the big reveal that you guys were working on Fruits Basket. How is that like when you're like, I got to keep this a secret. I got to keep this a secret. Now you get to finally blow the lid that you're back as your main character. You guys are working on it again. There's now season 2's on the way. So what was it like just trying to hold that in so long? You bold-faced lied to me at the interview last year.
No, I didn't because the official word had not come down yet. Okay. And so I thought that there might have been a chance that they wanted to replace the cast, since that's what they did with the Japanese version. That's what I thought. Okay. And I wasn't against that at all, because why not let some new people, have at it? But I'm glad that they chose to keep the original cast. And
as much as they could.
As much as they could.
Yeah.
And, it's... That part, it means a lot to me. It was one of the first larger parts, and really, it's just a story I like. To be honest with you, it's a character I like and a story I like. And so I'm glad that I get to play him again.
Well, sorry, I shouldn't have said you bold-faced lied. Now that you explained it, but it's more you had to keep it close to your chest that they could potentially do it, and you were like, "Hey, I don't want to reveal this." So sorry.
Correct.
So we talked.
Nothing wrong, Funimation. I did nothing wrong.
I did nothing wrong either. So last time we talked about you doing simuldubs last time, and you were kind of one of the first people to ever do it within Space Dandy and a couple other shows. Now it's been 5 years of doing this now. How's that been for you over being one of the first people okay, we're going to hit the ground running with this. We're going to bring fans as much anime as we can, as quick as we can. So what was it like for you?
It is the reason last year has been so busy. It is very fast paced. There really is very little, if any, break between seasons.
Yeah. Unless you're doing one of these.
So it is living a lifetime that just seems to be constant anime.
Well, we'll have to get you a Tartarus just so you can run around.
That would be nice.
Alrighty, now you've been working on a great show that we called Overlord 1 and 2. You were in season 2 and 3. Sorry, not 1, but season 2 and 3.
Those are the important seasons. I think we can all agree on that.
Well, they actually make great character growth amongst everyone in the show, and you actually get to branch out in the third season a little bit more than we saw you in the second season, where you actually start plotting a little bit, also getting more political. So what was it like working on being a politician for once?
Well, everyone likes to play villains. So
he's kind of like a neutral politician.
All politicians are villains. I'm just kidding. That's probably a terrible thing to say, and I'm sure there are many wonderful people out there doing a job for something greater than themselves, and we appreciate your efforts. But most politicians are crap, let's just face it. They're people that have decided that they want to be in charge of other people, and that they should be in charge of other people, and there is something that is just fundamentally wrong with someone who thinks they should be in charge of other people. That's what I think.
Well, again, your character in that show definitely starts to skirt the line. Now, another show that we didn't get to talk about last time was a very mature show, which I want to warn viewers is very mature. It was Drifters, with very violent, sexual, but also really good, really deep. And unfortunately, we haven't heard anything about a second season or anything like that. But what was it like for you to play an elf that always had to go gather ammonia out in the fields?
Well, the source of the ammonia was just
human excrement.
That's what it was. And I don't know. I like to look at it as a metaphor for life in general. That seems to be what a lot of it is just gathering up excrement, other people's excrement. And no, it was a lot of fun. We got to speak a different language that was made up specifically for the show. So that was challenging but fun.
Yeah, because I remember how much fun it was. Greeley was the lead in that. You had a lot of other great supporting cast. You coming in about 2 to 3 episodes in as one of the villagers that, helps everybody out, and I'm like, oh, hey, there's Jerry. But I think it's a really good cast, really good mix, and especially how they pull the whole time element and, all that fun stuff. So I think it's a really fun show, and I hope more fans can see it. Now, again, a huge, deep project that you've been part of for a long, long time now, almost close to 10 years. I think it was 2011. I think was when some of the first episodes were starting to hit the airways. Was Fairy Tale. It's now come to a close. Like I said, almost 10 years of your life dedicated to on and off characters, main villains, whatever have you. What was it like to finally literally close that book?
Whoever thought Fairy Tale would end? It's a long-running show. Luckily, at least my part, I did get quite a few breaks. I got plenty of time in between appearances for Leon to, take some time away from it. But huge fandom for that show. I don't think it will ever not be a popular show. So sad, sad to see it going away. But at the same time, if they feel they've told the story and they've fit everything in that they want, then who are we to tell them what to do with their show?
I mean, I personally have only seen the first half, like the first 50 episodes. So I got a lot to catch up on.
A lot more to go.
So again, you talked about how busy you were doing your simuldubs, and you're one of the top directors at Funimation, within that pool of directors they pull from a lot of. How do you not get overwhelmed? I mean, we discussed, last year that you're just very busy, but, you had a good steady pace. How do you just not get overwhelmed? And
no, I get overwhelmed. I absolutely get overwhelmed. Basically, you just keep going. That's really, you assess your options, and your option is, well, there are no other options. You have to keep going. So you just keep going. It can be overwhelming because there's very, very little, if any, break between seasons. You you literally go from one. You might end one on a Friday, or it might not even be over yet, and you're starting one on a Monday, and you just go.
Well, the best part is you have a good supportive system at home and around you at Funimation to help you with it.
Sure. If you like thinking that sounds like a pleasant thing to believe.
I believe everybody at Funimation loves each other and wants to support each other.
For the most part, that's true. Yeah, I will agree with that statement. Yeah. That part of it's a true statement.
So, and again, now, simuldubs are just your life for now until the nth of time for bringing out anime to all us wonderful fans. What projects can you talk about that fans can watch right now?
Okay. Well, right now, I have a part in Black Clover. Okay. Which is still going strong.
I think they're at almost 100.
I think so. Yeah, because it's been, that's a long one. Yeah. I've been doing a show called Ensemble Stars that is airing right now, and I've been directing a show called Stars Align. Mm-hmm. Interesting show, really interesting show. And another one called Special 7, Special Crime Investigation Unit. That is also an interesting show with a really good cast. So both of those shows I would completely recommend. Go to Funimation, check them out.
Alrighty, and now where can we keep up with you online? I know you have an awesome Twitter. Occasionally you get on Facebook from time to time to promote some things. Like, hey, you promoted that you were going to be here at Ohayocon. So where else can we keep up with you on the internet? And then a message you'd love to give to all the fans that have just been, you've been in anime for 20 years. So what message would you love to give to all those fans?
Well, you can keep up with us. We have a site at sillygingermonkey.com that you can go to and check out. No offense, but the reason I do not have a huge online presence is because I care about myself. And I like to be personal, and I like to be as happy as I can be. And I don't like watching other people tear other people down. So that's why I'm not online that much. Every once in a while, I'll pop up, let people know where I'm going to be so I can meet them in person. Because you know what? Very few people are mean in person. They don't say mean things in person. And if they do, it kind of makes me like them a little bit more in a strange way. To the fans out there for years and years, I think on behalf of everyone, I can say thank you very much for supporting the industry in general. Whether it's Funimation or some other company that we prefer it be Funimation. But thank you for supporting the industry and, for coming out in strong numbers to these conventions to meet us and let us know what you think of the shows and give us your opinions. We very much appreciate it. and we hope to keep entertaining you for years to come.
Again, Jerry, I always have a ball seeing you. Thank you again, my friend. Thank you for coming out.
My pleasure.